Hi, I'm Bubby Bish, VAVRS EVOC Coordinator, and welcome to VAVRS Emergency Vehicle Operators Course, commonly known as EVOC. Why is EVOC important? Quite simply, this course is a foundation to build a future of safety and success for you and your EMS agency. Because safety means success. Successfully getting to and from the call is the #1 goal of the EVOC course. Because EVOC is not about speed, it's about safety. A crash of an emergency vehicle creates a ripple effect, starting the moment of impact. If you're en route to a call, EMS resources that may be in short supply will have to respond to both your emergency and the original call. Plus, your squad or department now has one less vehicle in service. Last but not least, don't forget the pain, suffering, and legal liability if injuries or fatalities occur. That tunnel vision, that lead foot, that moment of inattention can create a lifetime of regret and sorrow. It's real simple. It's something you should remember each and every time you get behind the wheel. You can't help if you don't get there.
Thanks, Bubby, for that great advice. Hi, I'm Wayne Colville, and I'll be your host for the series of 5 video segments shown throughout your EVOC class today. It's a real pleasure to be with you, and I say that with all sincerity because I too spent many years driving emergency vehicles and had my share of close calls. We're going to start off by introducing you to Doug Hankey. His close call was a brush with death, his own. Now, while your odds of being in a crash go up each time you get behind the wheel, it's almost human nature to think it can happen to me. Well, it can and did happen to Doug, and it can happen to you. Listen to him, learn from him, and think of him each time you get behind the wheel.
The people arriving on the scene thought I was dead. It took 25 firefighters, 45 minutes, and 2 hearse tools to cut me out of the ambulance. I've been riding in an ambulance since 1974. I've ridden in every position there is, but I never thought I'd be the patient in an ambulance. My first occurrence with that, though, was in August of 1989 when I was involved in an accident while I was taking care of a patient. Then again, if lightning doesn't strike twice, I don't know what happened, but again, January of 1990, I was involved in a really serious accident where my ambulance was struck head-on by a dump truck that was towing a flatbed trailer. It was a rainy, overcast morning, just a drizzly rain. The dump truck was trying to slow to make a turn. When he did, the trailer jackknifed and pushed him across the center line head-on into the ambulance. They cut me out, they packaged me up, they took me down to the Medical College of Virginia. I spent the better part of the rest of that morning and afternoon, early evening, in the emergency room before they transferred me upstairs. And I don't remember any of it. I had a broken jaw. I had my right ankle broken in 3 places. The A-post of the ambulance came back and cut my arm, and the scar that you see there is after, well, the accident happened in 1990, and that's following a year of plastic surgery. So I still have reminders of it. It stays with me. It can happen to you. It happened to me not once but twice. It can happen to you. It can happen to anybody. Expect the unexpected. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Forget about the siren. The siren's a distractor. You can't hear, you can't think when all of that noise going on in there. Pay attention to what you're doing. Focus on the job at hand. The first thing that we have to do after we've gotten that call is to get there. We can't help anybody unless we get there and get there safely. If I was going to tell the new driver, the person that's going to get behind an ambulance and drive to an emergency call for the very first time, what to do, one word: slow down. There may be 2 words, but slow down. You can't overcome distance with speed. It's an impossibility. You cannot make up for the time. The only way that you can help these people is to get there and get there safely. The veteran drivers, if I was going to give y'all one piece of advice, it would be, we're asking for permission. The law allows us to exceed the speed limit, to go in different patterns than the normal routes of travel. We can use the wrong lane. We can go through controlled intersections, but it's all with the permission of the other drivers. The whole class, veterans or novice, doesn't matter. Pay attention to what's going on. The technology today, cars are almost soundproof. They can't hear or see us until we're right up on top of them. So you've got to be the one that is taking the extra effort, making the extra effort to pay attention, to know what's going on, to know your routes of travel, to know your traffic patterns, and pay attention.